Good morning, everyone. Alexa, turn on the first plug. Feeders are pretty full this morning. Don't need to do anything with them. We will address the water problem, as it is 28 degrees. We'll have a solid block of ice in the water bucket. So we bring out some bottled water. It's the easiest way I found to do it. Let the bottled water fill up inside. As you can tell, I got a little bit of snow. So we'll sometimes have to bust out a chunk of ice. Today was just some packed snow. Probably could have pulled the water over it. I don't know if the mic's picking it up, but the birds are already chirping. They're pretty good about knowing when I'm out here. We're right at about 30 degrees this morning. So I'm expecting might have to come out later and work with the water again, but for the most part it is filled up. Again, a little bit of snow here on the little feed tray. I do put some seeds in the seed tray next to the water bucket, but mostly I go with the feeders. I do need to get back out and get me a big soot block for this feeder, but we just haven't done that yet. And because I have a lot of cardinals and some mourning doves and some other birds that like to eat off the ground, I toss out some seed on the ground. Just usually carry out one of these a day in the morning. Then I'll come out and look again later, or if I notice they're not needed, I'll come back out and maybe give them some more. I really probably don't have to be up this early, but I got used to it in the summer, waking up at about 5, 6 o'clock to get out and feed the birds, because the sun was coming up a lot earlier. Sunrise is not till 7:04 here this morning. And again, I think the mic can pick up some of the birds chirping. As you can tell, I'm in an urban area, but I will show you guys later when you can see a little better. Off past that bright light is an open field and several trees that the birds do like to roost in. There's several squirrel drays up in the trees. And again, I had the van cleaned off yesterday, so you can see we got 2-3 inches of snow probably. Got the sidewalks cleaned off. It was a light, powdery snow, not a hard pack. Like I said, temperature maintained around about 28, so wasn't a hard freeze. The snow we got about a week ago, it got down into the teens, so it wound up being a hard pack snow. That wasn't any fun. And so that's our daily ritual, and we'll watch some birds eating later. So, Jim was standing out in the coat talking to you this morning. Wanted to discuss something. As you can see, Jim lives in a urban area. And as such, it would be easy for me to think that I wouldn't be able to do a whole lot of wildlife photography. And while I'm not going to get pictures of deer, I do get lots of rabbits and squirrels and birds. Jim does try to help that a little bit by putting out some feeders by the front window. I like them by the front window. I get to watch them from inside where it's warm. I put out some water. The bird bath does not yet heat it, so the water goes in a small container that I refill several times a day. I have also stuck some branches on the bird feeders. This was just some stuff that I clipped off and taped to them. There's two purposes. One, I think a bird photo looks a whole lot better when something natural. So, Jim's back inside now, sharing with you for a little bit. What I was trying to say outside is you don't have to live in a rural area or an area with a forest or a large national park nearby. I'm sure whatever town you live in has some small parks that you can find wildlife and birds, or even out your own front door. Even here in an apartment complex, Jim was able to get some good pictures and video, as you've seen from the channel. So I want to encourage you to get out, put on a jacket if you need, and just be patient, be willing to sit, and the birds and animals will come to a feeder, or they'll wander about in open spaces looking for insects in the spring and summer. So it's not a matter of you going to have to go to a large park or a large forest to get images and video. You may not be able to get, bears and mountain lions. But if you have an open space near you, or if you have a farmland near you, you're probably going to be able to get some pictures of deer. You're even possibly going to be able to get some pictures of hawks, as I've been able to get. I will warn you, if you put out bird feeders, you are going to feed all the birds. You're going to get some nuisance birds like starlings, and you're also going to get some predators. I do have a red-shouldered hawk that shows up every once in a while at the feeder. He doesn't eat from the feeders, but I do see enough feathers around to know that he is eating. Anyway, Jim will let you go for right now. We'll shoot some more video later when the sun comes up, sort of show you the setup we use to get birds.